I recently got a new brewer, so I'm just trying things out. The coffee that I got is from this place called Cartel. It's not far from where I live. It says to have watermelon candies as its top note, and I actually believe it. Like, even when I tried it in the cafe, it's pretty much the strongest note in the smell of the coffee and the taste. So recently I haven't been very active in this channel, and for good reason. I have been very busy editing a video for my other channel. Now, I know I have said that I won't be talking that much about that channel here, but that video is kind of a big deal for me. A few months ago I finished a Game Boy project that took me a really long time to work on. And I made that video talking about the things that I learned making that project, and there have been some very emotional points that I needed to talk about, and now I'm at a point where I can focus on more important things. I have been slowly readjusting myself to work on my main game project now. That has been taking much of my free time, and that will always take precedent even over this channel. But I obviously still want to make watch videos. Things are going to be a little hectic in the next coming months. Today's video is going to be about the watch that's on my wrist right now. This is a vintage Bulova that I don't really have that much information on. A few years ago, I bought this watch off the marketplace on Chronometer Check's Discord server, where I met this vintage watch seller. His name is Aaron. He runs Arrow's Vintage Watches on Instagram and eBay. Since I've bought the watch, I've become friends with him, talking about different watches, and even had a small chat with his dad as well. Yeah, the family is pretty cool. It is a small Bulova that I believe could have been made in the 70s, maybe during the quartz crisis. A lot of quartz watches of the time do look like this. It has a Swiss movement in it, which aligns with the fact that Bulova was using Swiss movements at the time, which definitely makes it right before Citizen bought them up. But what makes this watch an enigma to me is that when Aaron was selling this watch, I only had a reference number. And whenever I Googled that reference number, all I found were the listings Aaron was posting. That's not saying that this watch could be fake. I highly doubt that it is. But the most interesting thing about this watch is that it does look very, very similar to a specific Seiko Dolce of the same era. Now, you don't need me to know that Seiko had this vast collection of quartz watches in the 70s. They're the ones who really started the quartz crisis. And around that time, they were coming up with this gigantic variety of quartz watches of varying sizes, shapes, and even dial colors. And this Bulova looked a lot like this one Dolce Seiko. The case shape is very similar. The bracelet looks almost one-to-one. Obviously, there are some differences, but where the real difference lies is Seiko's watch had a case made out of tungsten carbide, a material that is way heavier than the steel that is on this Bulova. Apart from that, Bulova has this faceted crystal that wasn't present on that model of Seiko. Seiko definitely did make several multifaceted crystals on other watches, but not on this particular watch itself. And even if it was replicating a lot of the things that Seiko was doing, this could probably be an homage from Bulova of that Seiko. When I was talking to Aaron and I was showing him the Seiko Dolce, even before I showed Aaron the Seiko, he told me that this Bulova could be a JDM, since quartz was a very big market in Japan at the time. I could kind of believe that because most of the quartz watches of the time were coming out of Japan. I would assume that at around that time, a lot of watch brands were trying to penetrate that market in some shape or form. And that's pretty much all I could say about this watch. I do enjoy wearing this. It's very different to a lot of watches that are available right now, and I wish I could know more of it. I don't even know if it has a name. I don't even know what's the story behind this watch. Who owned this watch prior to Aaron selling it to me. I just know absolutely nothing about it, and it's running really well. It's keeping really good time. I'm just kind of wondering, does anyone know anything about this particular Bulova? I'm going to leave pictures of the movement and the reference number of this watch. Maybe someone will have better information about this. If you do, please contact me through the comments in this video. And thank you for watching.